Welcome to What, series 14, and this is about number 8. It was said to me a couple of weeks ago that it would be good to get out of the contentious issues of Genesis over the next few weeks. I kind of agreed, but then the more I think about it, all of Genesis is contentious in some people's eyes. We have to deal with creation, worship, original sin, being made in the image of God, and hey, these are big issues right now as well as when the book of Genesis was written. And the issues don't stop coming. Next week we're going to start looking at the flood and Noah, and after that God's covenants, and then the Tower of Babel, and then Abraham. Yep, some interesting stuff to be looked at. What I have been most impressed with has been the majority of people's willingness to allow there to be numerous opinions on different things. So thank you for that. The discussions have been lively but respectful. In this passage, we could deal with the controversies, and there are some, but instead we will look at God working in people's lives. I've said all along that Genesis is an introduction to God as much as it is the introduction to the Bible. Here we have more about God, and he introduces us to some people who are in relationship with him. In chapter 5, he reintroduces Adam. Verse 1 says, "This is the written account of Adam's line. When God created man, he made him in the likeness of God. He created them male and female and blessed them. And when they were created, he called them man. When Adam had lived 130 years, he had a son in his own likeness, in his own image, and he named him Seth. After Seth was born, Adam lived 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Adam lived 930 years and then died." Why in the Bible do things get repeated? Well, this is about heritage. It's a family tree kind of thing. And the Jews like to know where it all started. Adam actually means to show blood in the face, like blushing, okay? It came to mean a common sort or a generic person. By that I mean someone who's alive, has blood in their face, a normal kind of person. Now notice the generic term for man, that refers to the race, not the gender. Throughout most of the Old Testament, the simple word man refers to the race, not man or female. This is where one of the controversies arrive. Man and Adam, are they referring to the same thing? Is this passage using the term Adam as an open-ended statement referring to people back then? The people before they had truly evolved into an understanding of life and God. See what I mean? We could get really caught up with this. And no, I don't think so. I believe that Adam was a real bloke. If you don't, that's okay. Because the name is specific both here and in the New Testament. A man who had a son, lived a life, did man type of things like made mistakes, and then he died. Jesus referred to him, Paul referred to him, and they did so with the concept of him being a real bloke. If you take Jesus' words to be real and Paul's to be part of the Word of God, then we'll have to accept at this particular time Adam to be a real fella.